Okay, I am going to title this video Setting the Record Straight. I would like to set the record straight for all those bitches out there that think that I'm just chasing after this one guy that, if you don't know the story, just watch the other two videos, this guy, like part 1 and part 2. So I would just like to state that he is it's not like I'm just going after him because I'm not a desperate bitch. Okay, I can get plenty of guys if I so wanted to, but I choose not to. I've been asked out by all types of guys, and I refused. I guess because at that point I really didn't want a relationship, and I remember, because I was homecoming prince, because I was that bitch, and it was homecoming night, and we went to the homecoming, what you call that shit, the dance or whatever the fuck, and I was there, and my friend came up to me, and she's like, you wanna dance with this gay guy? And I'm like, fuck yeah. And so then I walked over to him, and we started dancing or whatever, and we started talking, and this guy he was cool beans with me. And so yeah, we just pretty much twerking on each other, and it got really explicit. I was on the floor, twerking madly because I'm an insane bitch, and he started dry humping me on the floor. It's like, yes, it was so much fucking fun. That was a night I would remember always. And then as the night progressed, we just sat down because twerking tires the fuck out of you. So we sat down on the little tables off the little side or whatever, and he sat on my lap. And people at my school, they just have never seen two gay guys, with each other. So they're just like, oh my god, what are they doing? What are they doing? So yeah. And so he was sitting on my lap, and so he noticed that the people were looking at us even before I did. I was like, what? I didn't know what the fuck was happening. And then he's like, you want to give them a show? And I was like, okay. And so then we did, and we started making out on the table, and yeah, it got pretty intense. First we started kissing or whatever, and then he leaned me back on the table, and he bit my lip, and it's like our tongues was doing the salsa together. Oh Jesus, it was so great. And then this girl, when I was low key last year, I asked this girl out, but I didn't really like the bitch in the first place. Just set that clear because I'm gay. And so then this bitch just decides she wants to join in, and so then it looks like having a threesome, but we weren't, because it was like it was me and him were just making out whatever, and then she came and she started twerking on my face area, and it was like, whoa, no, don't do that. And so then how these things happen. People think you had sex with someone, and then there's rumors all around, and then people started asking me, did I sleep with the guy? What happened? Why would I do that? And shit and stuff. I was like, the theme of our homecoming was a night of chances, and I really took a chance on doing that. I kind of felt bad afterwards because I was like, well, what the fuck did I just do? I don't even know his last name. I do know his first name, but I'm not gonna say that because yeah. And then yeah, so but see, because I wouldn't like to admit it, but I sometimes I can be a whore. And so the guy, like, I don't know. Well, I'm sure you probably knew that I just made out with this guy. Well, I didn't just make out with him, it's like a long time ago, but I think you probably heard that I did. He thinks I'm a whore, or and stuff. Yeah, so that's probably why he may not like me. But still, like I said, I would just like to set the record straight for all you bitches that I can get any guy that I so well please. Okay, and that very same night before I made out with the guy, this cute white boy walked up to me, and I don't usually go for like white guys, but he was cute. And so he walked up to me, and he's like, oh, shawty, you cute, let me get them digits. I'm like, excuse me, okay? Because felt offended because he was making like a black joke, and like, don't do that. But he was cute, and he was like legit, because at first I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I didn't know he was talking to me, and I was like, what? What's happening? And then he's like, you. And I'm like, me? And I was like, I turned around all awkward about it, and he's like, well, I'm like, mm-mm. So yeah, but mostly my life is filled with awkwardness and yeah. And I'd like to brief you guys on what's happened if you don't know already. I have fucked up my ankle from gymnastics. Well, I didn't fuck it up, I just sprained it. I'm gonna have to wear this cast for this week. And then there's the guy, like, cause he has gym after I do. And he's like, what happened to your leg? I'm like, I was doing gymnastics. I was gonna do a front flip and I fucked it up. And then he's like, oh, and he's so cute. Oh my god, I love this guy so much. And then today, because we have the testing or whatever, because I'm in high school, in his room, because his last name, oh, I can't say that, but it goes by last name, and since it goes by last name, his class was like right next to mine, and then my last name, because so yeah, our classes were right next to each other. And so then I had my friend, because she has the class with him when they take testing, and I'm like, so I want to go to your class and pretend that I was just waiting there, well, because I was tired after walking on crutches. So that's motherfucking exercise. And so then I walked inside the classroom, and I sat down in his seat, because I'm like, girl, which one is this? Which one is this? And so then she told me, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to sit here, like, I don't know what's happening. And so then it worked. And I was sitting there, whatever, all cute about it, because I was wearing my sexually provocative t-shirt and my black skinny jeans, even though I was wearing crutches, I had to be cute. And so then he starts looking at the desk or whatever to see did they fuck up the order, and then he said hi Patrick, whatever, because he was wearing this British shirt, because he knows that I love One Direction, like, oh my god, I am obsessed. And he's like, oh my god, I love One Direction too. And I'm like, oh my god, I love One Direction. It's like, we had a moment. And so I was sitting in the desk, and then he was sitting on the one horizontal of me. And I'm like, oh, is this your desk? I didn't mean to sit here. I am so sorry. You want it back? He's like, no, you sit down. Your leg hurts. I'm like, oh, I love you, bitch. And then pretty much, yeah, because I needed an excuse to talk to him, and that was my excuse. And so then, of course, when I'm walking out of the classroom, I have to be, shake a little something, because, I know he's going to be watching me. So, I walked out all cute about it, poking it out. And when because we all had to go to the gym to wait before they released us to go to the classes, and so we were just there, and I was listening to music, and my friend was there, and I'm like, so I'm gonna lay on you. And so then I'm just laying there listening to music, Bolo, whatever. And then he walks in all cute about it. Oh my god. And then he looked at me, and he started smiling, and I was like smiling too awkwardly, but I'm listening to music, and it's like, oh my god. And then they're just like simultaneously smiling at each other. And then he went to go sit down, and I'm like, of course I'm fangirling inside of my head, but I can't show that, because I gotta be low key. And so then yeah, he's so cute. I'm like, I can't, as I told my friend before too, I'm like, I can't wait for the guy I like to ask me out, because I feel like he is, oh my god, I really want him to. But my family are like really strict with the religion or whatever, even though my brother's Muslim, but it's haram to be gay, and it's against Islam and everything. And even though I'm Christian, and so it's against Christianity too, and so my family, they don't support it or whatever. And my view on this is just like, oh the fuck well, because I'm gay, and I'm not gonna change who I am because for any motherfucker. Family included, friends, whoever. And so yeah, like I said, that's another part of my openness about everything. I think that he's low-key. And yeah, so yeah. Well, I want to show you guys my leg before I end this video. So I'll see you bitches later. Subscribe and like this video. Thank you. See, I put a sock on it, and then there's my other cute little dancer leg.